Hello everybody, welcome to somewhat my next LP of a game called Tetris Blast. Basically, it's before we get into a couple of things I want to mention. Basically, this game's it's another Tetris style game, and basically move blocks, create lines. But there's this bomb thing where basically you have like these little red dots on each of the pieces, where if one of them's connected online, they'll explode, much the way I've shown in this video so far. So here's, and basically the contest mode works very much like this. You get 100 pieces to clear the entire board. Now, I kind of want to treat this as a little bit of a video log kind of deal, or on the fly kind of video log. So here's like, I feel kind of obligated to do a kind of like, New Year's kind of video where I mention like, oh, I'm gonna be a so much better person, blah 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 blah. Let's face it, a lot of us don't ever keep those New Year's resolutions. What I want to do this year that I didn't do last year is, I want to keep having fun on YouTube while this still lasts. And if YouTube wants to have a big old hissy fit because I have a freaking video game challenge, a video game channel, let them have a little hissy fit. Don't bother me none. Just let me have my little, sanctuary where, I can work on this little piece of the gaming industry. Like, let's just face it, my marks in high school were never good enough to get me into college or whatever. And I went through some pretty bad times going through school and stuff like that. I really don't ever care to go back. It's like, oh, people are a lot different. Yeah, but like, maybe it's just not for me personally. If you get what I mean. School's not for everybody. As far as I'm concerned, if I can have like this little piece of the video game industry as my YouTube channel, my little piece of the pie, quote unquote, I'm very happy with just that. Aside from that, if I can have it like a 9 to 5 where I'm working on this on the weekends as like my little sanctuary where nobody can tell me, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, or where then I think I'm in a pretty decent shape. I got roof over my head, I got my little home away from home. Like, if I can have that, have something to feed my competitive needs until I win that first championship, then I think I'm in a pretty decent spot. If you get what I mean. So to pretty much put it like this, if I can find like a part or a full-time job, it would be freaking perfect right now. Like, I have, enough money to put a roof over my head. I'm doing whatever on this channel. And and god damn it, I keep losing focus here because I'm playing this. Sum it up, if I can have my little sanctuary here you know, I'm pretty much in a good spot right now. You know, like, nobody can really criticize me because I'm doing X or Y or whatever. You know, nobody can really tell me I shouldn't do this because I'm happy doing, you know, just a small ass YouTube channel. I hope of it, like, it's starting to get bigger. I'm at 146 subs, and I want to keep doing games I freaking love. I want to keep doing games like Suikoden. I want to keep doing these weird racing games such as Starwinder, The Ultimate Space Race, and games like I'm trying to think some others, Soul Nomad and the World Eaters. I might do Dukes of Hazzard as a kind of blind playthrough on the PlayStation because I just picked that game up and I might download the emulator because the game doesn't exactly work. And you know, I might do a bootleg. You never know. At the end of the day, you know, what makes you happy? Yeah, you know, somebody's got a problem with that. They're just jealous that they're not doing their passion. That's how I felt in a day. Like, what would be even better is that I had, you know, a girlfriend who said, you know what, I support this. You got a roof over your head where, you know, all you want is, you know, a little bit of company wear. That's fine by me. Like, there's nothing wrong with being friend zoned for the rest of your life. And this is coming from a guy who has, you know, maybe a couple of people they like a personal level and would love to see what would have happened if, you know, they hooked up, but probably won't happen because, you know, things aren't right or where the cards haven't fallen the right way. But, you know, it's not that bad. You know, it's not like you're not gonna talk to him ever again, or you're not gonna be able to go out and just have a good time with him. It's just that, you know, you can't get really too personal with them because you gotta remember one thing: they probably have a boyfriend who could, more likely than not, if you keep hitting on them, you know, they will beat the ever-loving shite out of you, and I have no problem with that. You know, depending on how hot you, depending on who it is, you know, I would definitely be protective of my girlfriend as well. That's just maybe because I'm a little bit insecure with myself. You know, I think there's a lot more likely than not. You know, I think there's a lot better guys out there than probably girl is. Like, if a girl ever, you know, hooked up with me, I would automatically assume that there's probably 10 other better guys at best, because I am a fair bit mentally off. And that's, like, you can ask my buddies about that. And I know I'm selling myself a fair bit short, but you know what? I think the last, that's the thing with me. It seems every time I get really cocky about something, it ends up going, oh yeah, maybe I should have shut the fuck up. So, pretty much goals for this next year: 1, expand the channel, get more subs, but at the end of the day, just have fun doing this while it lasts. Then, if I lose this, if for whatever reason I lose this channel, you know, I don't know, I'll start up another one. You know, just have fun. I'll do whatever it means, you know, to have fun doing, you know, the YouTube videos, whether it be reviews or let's plays or whatever the sort may be. You know, at the end, I keep saying that at the end of the day. They should put like a counter for how many times I say that. But it is truth. At the end of the day, if I'm having fun doing this, I'm gonna keep doing this because, you know, it's a stress reliever. If you got something that, you know, at first you thought, man, I'm never gonna get a job into gaming industry, and you somehow find that little niche that feeds your passion or whatever, then I think you're in a pretty good spot. Like, I will sooner live out of a one-bedroom apartment, you know, scraping by on something that I love, and depending on how cards will changed, it might have been wrestling, it might have been whatever. You know, who knows? If you know, the doctor didn't tell me that I shouldn't play sports or anything like that, I could be in wrestling. For all we know, I could be in WWE developmental. You know, with like the right, you know, group of people around me. But, you know, certain things happen for a reason. You know, I'll just take them as they freaking fly. You know, like if, you know, YouTube tells me, oh, all my videos have been flagged for copyright or whatever, I'm gonna fight them. Because, you know, I'm gonna stand up for my freaking channel. Because I personally feel that, you know, LPs are transformative work as long as they got commentary, and it's the guys who are just posting gameplay footage and add nothing to it are the guys that freaking YouTube should be hidden, and that may offend a couple of people I know. But that is, like, if you're gonna target somebody, target them. Don't target me, you know, who's here working on his commentary skills, who actually give a damn about putting something that maybe somebody would like. Maybe thinks he has more of a personality than some people may let on I have, but, you know, those are the guys that YouTube should target. Not guys like me, but I'm not one to judge. I'm not one to tell YouTube how to run it, but you're gonna scare off, you know, a lot of people, and I understand that it's a business. You're in it to make money, but, you know, for as much as I hate certain people like DSP Gaming or Angry Joe or whomever, we're overrated guy, they're putting a lot more work than the guys who are just putting up gameplay footage. You know, they're doing reviews, they're analyzing every piece of a game and giving their honest opinions on it. It may be biased because, you know, certain people are fanboys or whatever, but at the end of the day, this is still them, you know, a passion. You know, it's, you know, their livelihood, and they don't see themselves working a 9-to-5 kind of job. But when you get into like that kind of scenario, you really gotta have a backup plan. You gotta go, okay, if this falls through, I have at least this to support me. Like, if nothing else, you know, I at least have this to support me if things go belly up. As for me, you know, right now my plan is just getting this channel bigger and getting more views, where Or I'm not a modern gaming channel. I'm gonna tell you straight up. And it seems, you know, there's a bigger market for modern video games because guys like me who like the games like, you know, the Suikodens and stuff like that, they want to see more modern stuff. Like, I'm hoping, you know, like out of 10 people watch this, maybe like 1 or 2 will give, you know, Suikoden 1, or tell, you know, Konami, who I wished would get off their ass, you know, to go make either remake or reprint Suikoden 2. But, you know, if there's enough demand for something, then, you know, it will be made. Yeah, that's basic business principles. At the end of the day, if there's a certain level of demand for something, then, and they need a lot of it, they'll go off and make more of it. And right now, as far as Konami's concerned, people want Yu-Gi-Oh! People want Metal Gear Solid, people want, you know, these beaten to death kind of franchises. But then again, you could argue, you know, Suikoden was a beaten to death franchise that got 6, maybe 7 games, and Japan got remakes. I'm telling you. But still, maybe, you know, since, you know, since Metal Gear Rising wasn't received all that well, and freaking the Silent Hill series, you know, they have no interest. And maybe it's about time that, you know, they revive Suikoden. Maybe it's about time that somebody took a shot at like a Colony Wars game, or whatever the franchise may be. You never know. Made a pretty big cash off of Contra 4. You know, and that's kind of like, and that's in my standard sound of me just rambling on about X topic, going on forever and getting off topic eventually. But let's see, as far as LPs are concerned, I got 3 done. Like, at this point, all I have to do is get up, look through my videos, and find where the next part of XLP I want to upload. And I've been flipping between Starwinder and Suikoden. So, for next month, I'm good. So, I can take that, you know, entire next month and go, okay, I gotta go find a job. I have to go resolve X thing with X person, or whatever, or go finish X side project that I'm working on. So, I don't know. I'm always looking to keep myself busy as far as, you know, this channel's concerned. I'm always looking to get X amount, X point ahead as far as X number of days. Like, my standard for getting ahead is that I want to be at least 2 weeks ahead of time. So if, you know, something comes up, like a job, like somebody, like a place I drop a resume in, tells me, oh, we want to give you an interview and we want to train you, you know, and that kind of limits my time as far as the channel is concerned. You know, You know, I'll have, you know, all I have to do is basically get up, but, you know, upload X video, and, you know, move on to the next thing, go to where place it is. So, as far as I'm, like, as we stand, I think I'm like about a month, if not close to a month, ahead of schedule. And I don't exactly put a lot of time into videos. That's why I said that I couldn't care if this channel died off or where. And of course I'm gonna fight for my channel. I've been here 6 years, and we put that much time into something that's kind of fun thing. Of course you're gonna fight for it. Of course you got, you know, fight all the copyright, those stuff like that. I would rather go down swinging than say, yeah, I had no balls, not a big deal. So, forgot what I was gonna say, I botched that one move there. It's almost like second nature. I played Tetris. So, I also should put like count how many times I said so or where, that sort of thing. Pretty much ran out of crap to talk about. Also, another thing I would also wouldn't mind forgetting, you know, 2013 even happened. Like, a lot of people would say 2013 sucked. Like, 2013 was a bad year. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a bad year. It was a bad year for wrestling. It was a pretty good year for MMA. But near the end of it, we had a couple of pretty shitty things happen. George St. Pierre is pretty much retiring. Same with Anderson Spider Silva. Silva got knocked out for the first time in God knows how many years. And we've seen the rise of guys like girls like the Rousey, Chris Weidman, Dominic Cruz. We have the bantamweights now as a legit division. You know, women's MMA is taking off. You know, as far as games concerned, I would also say that it was a pretty crappy year. Here we had people backpedaling on stupid moves they made. Like, as far as I'm concerned, you made your bed, go, you know, go lie in it. And, like, said what you said, follow through. And there's people saying, oh, this, you know, always on kind of deal was gonna be a good thing, and that whole PR thing didn't hurt Microsoft all that badly. But I still think the always on DRM is probably gonna be the worst, quote unquote, worst thing that happened to Microsoft in a long freaking time. So it's probably Games for Windows Live, because Games for Windows Live was such a bad decision. Like, 5 years from now, they're gonna, like, people are gonna look at Microsoft and say, no, these guys can't be trusted on anything they say, because the second it becomes bad PR, they're gonna backpedal and go, oh, we heard your feedback, so we're gonna take that out. So you really gotta figure out if they're lying or not. And trust me, if it's anything bad that they're planning on doing, usually they're gonna take it back. But if it's anything good that they're planning, that's probably just an absolute full-faced lie. They're doing it to bolster their sales or whatever. There we go. So, and personally, I would really like to forget 2012. I almost had a couple of like issues mentally that I thought I silenced, but certain events had to happen that reminded me I cannot be trusted with, you know, any kind of plan. Like I almost silenced a little demon in my head about, you know, I can't get it done in the playoffs. I'll get freaking like one game away from win the Super Bowl, and Fate's like, nope, not having it. You know, that frustrated the heck out of me. You know, it's not so much the fact that I haven't won a championship, it's the whole fact that I can't seem to just get it done in the playoffs. That what bugs me. Because when you get that close so many times, it can be as little as, you know, like a CO deck tournament where those games are so luck-sacky that, you know, that it's like if you have those CO deck tournament wins out, even at locals, that they're like, oh, they don't count because they're the most luck-sacky kind of games.